like a startling sign that fate had finally found me, and your voice was all I heard, that I get what I deserve. So give me reason to prove me wrong, to wash this memory clean. Let the thoughts cross the distance in your eyes. Give me reason to fill this hole, connect the space between
Shalom. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I celebrated earlier. Fuck you, JFA. Fuck you, buddy. Let's see who's here. Castro, Cal, Zach, of course, JFA. Anyways. Fuck. What time is it? What? 4 something? Okay. Anyways. Hi, chat. Hi. Shalom. Fuck, I misspelled. Yeah, Castro, I saw earlier you were like, I don't want to listen to Dickers, so welcome everybody that didn't want to watch Dickers, I guess. Fuck, man. Dude, I like have like not been watching Dickers as much lately. I only watched him during the Tommy stuff because he was relevant to it. But yeah. Oh, hi TM Ben. Yeah, YouTube buddy. Anyways, chat. I got some stuff to cover today, okay? I went on a little hunt. Went on a little hunting spree to find some content here. Okay? Booyah. Dying. Dying. Fuck. Shit. Dude, this is like the best pause ever, and it's like at the 0-second mark. So anyways, I pre-watched a little bit of this, and this is fucking insane, alright? How many of you watch MMA, or UFC specifically, okay? I do, and Nick Diaz is my favorite fighter of all time, alright? This guy is fucking awesome. This guy is fucking sick, okay? And he's in a bit of a situation right now with this woman, this evil woman. And we're gonna see how it is. Also, this guy's like thumbnails and fucking titles are amazing. The Nick Diaz situation just got way more methy. Yeah, messy, put meth instead, but yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're gonna start.
A couple of months ago, I made a video where I talked about how Nick Diaz was clearly undergoing substance abuse problems. I gave a couple of examples, but I think the most obvious one is this video of him acting very strangely at a gas station. Well, just this week, more details have come out regarding Nick's current status, and honestly,
this evil bitch, this evil homeless meth head bitch. Anyway, sorry, I'm going a little bit off. You'll see why. You'll see why I'm saying that, okay?
it is a bizarre situation. And much like any good story, there are heroes, there's a villain, and there's a lot of unexpected twists and turns. And yeah, in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through everything that's been going on with Nick over the last few weeks, so sit back, bust out that meth pipe, and enjoy the video. About a week ago, this girl named Kay, who most people, including myself, have just assumed was Nick's girlfriend, posted a disturbing story to her Instagram. I usually don't like to read blocks of text word for word in my videos, but understanding the context of her message is vital to the story, so I kinda have to do it here. Nick has been forcibly taken by his cousin and transported across the border into Mexico.
He's being smuggled. He's being fucking human trafficked, she claims. Jesus Christ.
Where he is confined in a rehabilitation facility against his will. He was drugged during this process and has made numerous attempts to escape, but the authorities consistently return him to the facility. Communication with him is severely restricted. I am unable to speak with him or receive updates directly. All information must be relayed through a man named Ruben, who is responsible for his placement in the facility. Nick does not wish to remain at the facility. He desires to return home to California and attend a drug rehabilitation program there. He is also seeking to understand who has the authority to keep him confined in Mexico against his wishes. You'll find later on in this video that she definitely had somebody write this for her. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, then she followed up this statement with a series of Instagram stories where in this first one she
So, she claims, we need to help Nick. He's being held against his will in a drug treatment facility in Mexico. We gotta get him out of there. They forced him in there. They sedated him. Dude.
posts a screenshot of a text conversation where whoever she's speaking to claims that he checked in with someone named BBJ who has some part in overseeing Nick while he's in Mexico. According to the text, this person checked in with BBJ and asked for details about allegations that Nick is being abused while in rehab. Whoever BBJ is then said that Nick had to be medically sedated because his psychosis and fighting experience posed a danger to the employees at the rehab facility. Apparently, Nick...
Dude. That reminds me of that, like, that one video of that MMA fighter that was, like, off his rocker, was not wearing a t-shirt, like a shirt at all. He had pants on and shoes. But he was, like, driving maniacally down the road, right? So the police officer stopped him. And I don't know what was up with him. I think, like, he just went, like, insane or something. And he like, jumped out of his car after he got stopped and started beating the shit out of, like, 2 officers, like, simultaneously. They, like, stunned him. They hit him with a stun gun, and it didn't do shit. And then the other cop stun gunned him as well. That didn't do shit. And then one of the officers just fucking shoots him, like, fucking 7 times. He, like, shoots him, like, 7 fucking times, and he's still swinging and coming after him. It's fucking insane. Like, you don't get to actually see him being shot because they, like, blur it out and stuff. But, like, it was insane. It was crazy. But yeah, apparently because his psychosis and he's a fighter, he's gonna take down everyone in the facility or something. Jesus.
Nick's cousin, who was the man named Ruben from her original post, visits him every day.
Dude, just like, imagine being like a nurse there, like, "Hi Nick, how are you doing? Anyways, we just gotta give you your medicine for today." And they give him, like, the little cup with, like, the medicine in it. And they give him, like, the little plastic cup of water. And he just, like, "I don't want to," and just fucking spinning back kicks him, like, across the room. Dude.
And decides who Nick is allowed to interact with while he's in recovery. The person then says that the UFC and Nate Diaz are paying for Nick's stay in rehab, which, if this is true, that is a pretty crazy development. In her next Instagram story, she shares another text where possibly the same person from the previous text, I really don't know, basically says much of the same points that she made in her original statement. Nick is being held there against his will. He doesn't like it there. He's tried to escape at least once, but was caught by Mexican feds.
Wait, well, he didn't like it there. Blank told me that Nick has escaped once, but the federales brought him back that we needed to come up with $1,000 to pay them off and get him out of Mexico. Blank said they were drugging him and Nick hated it. Jesus.
And that he's being drugged. The fun doesn't stop there though, because she follows all of this up with another wall of text where she expresses her concerns and frustrations regarding the situation. She says that she thinks it's BS that she doesn't know what's happening with him, and she claims that she's the closest person in his life right now and has been with him throughout all of the obstacles in his life throughout the last few years. She also says that she doesn't do drugs and calls out Ruben for admitting Nick into rehab even though he hasn't seen Nick in 10 years. Her next Instagram story is her saying that she's just as much Nick's family as any of his blood relatives, and she adds that they spend every day together for 6 years, including holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. But this last part definitely caught my attention because she reveals that they've spent time together sitting on park bench freezing at the diner on a snowy day.
What? Let's see. We had, for the last 6 years, we had Christmas, Thanksgiving, life together on park bench, freezing at the diner on a snowy day. Shut the fuck up. What is she yapping about? Like, for 6 years we've been homeless, including on Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we've been at, like, fucking park benches freezing our asses off. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Obviously, this girl is really bad at writing when she does it herself, but the message is clear enough.
No grammar. Vocabulary very bad.
And to this I ask, why are you guys spending snowy days sitting on park benches and at diners? Don't you have a place to live? I know that she said that she doesn't do drugs, but I don't know, man. This seems like stuff that addicts are forced to do when they don't have a place of their own. Jesus Christ, has Nick been homeless the last couple of years? Her final Instagram story that I'm going to show you is this last message that simply says that Nick has been estranged from his family for almost the entirety of the time that they've been together. I will say this though, I think that what she's saying here is true because if you go to either Nick or Nate's Instagrams, you'll find that neither of them follow each other, which from my understanding is something that happened recently. You guys know me, I tried to find details as to what happened between them as much as I could, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything. I mean, I find it really hard to even wrap my head around why Nick and Nate might not be on speaking terms, but even Kay herself said that Nate is helping pay for Nick's rehab, so what's really going on here? So before I carry on with this saga, I just want to provide a little bit of context when it comes to K209X here.
Whoa,
I have known about the
scroll
existence of
down.
this girl ever
Scroll
since I
down,
made
buddy,
the first
thank
Nick
you.
Diaz video, and up until just a
Whoa.
couple of days ago, I figured that she was still Nick's long-term girlfriend. She's also the one who outed Nick's struggles with addiction back in November, which is what prompted me to start looking into the details of Nick's substance abuse problems to begin with. And honestly, I figured that she was just a girl who had to watch her boyfriend fall victim to the horrors of substance abuse and felt like she was at the end of her rope. But as it turns out, I am naive as fuck, because it seems like not only
Oh yeah, a lot of us were. Just you wait. There's gonna be a twist. She's gonna be evil.
have they been broken up for who knows how long, but according to those who Nick considers family, she has been manipulating the truth for her own agenda. The first domino to fall took place one day after she made her statement when jiu-jitsu coach Dylan Dearborn posted to his gym's Facebook page declaring to the people who are spreading rumors about Nick that he's alive and well. He definitely seems to be calling out Kay as the one spreading false rumors, seeing as he literally included her post in his—
Uh-oh. Someone's telling lies here. Someone is.
He goes on to say that a couple of months ago, Nick's cousin Ruben asked him to come to Mexico so that he can train Nick in jiu-jitsu while also providing sobriety mentorship, as Dylan himself overcame addiction and has been sober for over 25 years now. According to Dylan, he sees Nick—
Well, that seems like he's not being forced against his will in a Mexican treatment facility. Yeah.
just about every week. He also includes photos of him and Nick rolling together and chatting with one another in what definitely looks like a rehab facility. Dearborn then made a follow-up post on his Instagram where he basically repeats much of what he said in his previous message, but the thing that stands out to me from this one is that he says that the UFC itself is supporting Nick while he's in rehab. Now obviously this could just simply mean that the UFC is giving him moral support, but I don't think that he would tag the company here if they were just giving him words of encouragement. I do get the feeling that the UFC might actually be funding his stay in rehab, which if true, that is a huge W for Dana. Next thing I want to show you is—
Uh-oh, that sounds entirely not like he's being forced there against his will, and it seems like it's a good facility. And she might be lying.
this post from Caesar Gracie, who as many of you know has been Nick's longtime coach, but even more so has essentially been a father figure to him since he was a teenager. Much like Dearborn, the day after Kay posted her statement, he made his own where he also says that Nick is healthy and well and has not been cloned or kidnapped.
Oh, we got 3 witnesses saying he's doing good.
And has not joined MS-13. He ends this post by saying that Nick does not have a girlfriend but is probably looking—
Uh-oh, doesn't have a girlfriend. So who is the girl?
Oh boy, and the final person to call—
Indeed.
her out was Jose Garcia, who's Nick's recovery and conditioning coach. So apparently this is the BBJ guy that was referred to in the text messages that I showed you earlier, as Garcia runs a program called BBJ Ninja Recovery. Right after Kay made her statement, he responded within hours of a post of his own where he asks if people actually believe that Nick Diaz of all people could be kidnapped, drugged, and held against his will. He's basically calling Kay a liar here, and once she saw this, they started arguing in the comments of his post. In this one, she reveals that Ruben apparently put Xanax in Nick's protein shake, then drove him to Mexico while he was asleep. Garcia responds by saying that
don't worry about it, Castro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
that Kay has done more harm than good, that she needs therapy herself, and that she needs to stay away from him while he's in recovery. Kay hits back by saying that she's kissed Nick and either figuratively or literally brought Nick back to life when no one else was there for him. Then Garcia gets very personal and reveals that—
Dude, they're just beefing in the comments. This is awesome. This is sick. Let's see this. Go away. You done more damage than help. You need therapy yourself. You need mental health professionals to help you to heal from all the trauma and bullshit and Nick been through. Stop posting shit about Nick fueled by your emotions. You're living in his house rent-free for years now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. House rent-free for years now. The least you can do is stay out of the way of Nick family helping. Dude, these people need to, like, fix their fucking grammar, I swear to God. Healing takes long periods. What are you doing out of loneliness and attention is not helping. Okay, really? Because last I checked, I'm the one who kissed my lips on his and brought Nick back to life those days when none of you were around.
Literally brought Nick back.
like she helped him in his darkest times. She was there for him.
Back to life when no one else was there for him. Then
You need to find a place to live in response to that. This guy is base. Let's go. That's awesome. Find a place to live, you homeless bitch.
Garcia gets very personal and reveals that Kay is homeless, called it.
No man wants to be with a known sex worker, fool. Yo, dude. Dude. Oh, I mean former sex worker.
And he
Yo.
also mentions that she's a sex worker. Kay responds by saying that she and Nick have talked multiple times about what she does, and apparently Nick is fine with it. In their final exchange, Garcia doubles down and says that Kay needs to find a place to live, and asserts that there's a reason why she's not allowed to see him. He calls her a liability, a snitch, and a cockroach that won't go away, but Kay ends the argument by asking what's going to happen when Nick comes back to her. This is a crazy series of events, man. So just a couple of thoughts here based
He won. Let's be real here.
on everything that I just went over. It seems like Nick's been in rehab for a couple of months now based on Dearborn's post, and at first I found myself wondering just how many months Nick has been recovering in Mexico until I remembered that on March 25th, Cesar Gracie randomly tweeted this photoshopped picture of Nick telling the world that Nick is healthy and doing good. I am assuming that he had been in rehab for a few weeks before Cesar tweeted this, so maybe Nick's been in rehab since like the beginning of March, maybe end of February. All that aside, let's talk about the real shit, guys. Who is telling the truth here? Who are we supposed
I think I believe all of like his best friends and family members, which is he has like multiple like people backing up the same story or whatever. Well, she's the one saying he's being held against his will, yada yada. Nobody's there for him except for her, or whatever. It's so obvious who's telling the truth here, honestly.
to believe? Should we believe Nick's literal family and his coach that he's known since he was 16, or do we believe his possible ex-girlfriend that seemingly isolated him from his family and friends? Tough choice here, guys, let me tell ya. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's something about Kay that's a bit suspicious to me. And it might be because she doesn't even know how to write even at a 3rd grade level, which is a huge pet peeve of mine, but there's something about her that seems
Yes, I agree.
disingenuous. In her original post, she says that Nick has been abducted by his cousin, but she words the rest of her post in a way that makes it seem like Ruben is a different guy and not Nick's cousin. She's also had an ongoing beef with Ruben for who knows how long, really, but apparently back in April, they had a back and forth with each other on social media. Also, she mentions that Nick wants to go to a rehab facility in California, but how would she even know that if by her own words, she's been forced to go no contact with him? Bitch is kinda sus. Oh, I also forgot to mention that the day after Dearborn and Gracie called her out for being a liar, she went on a tirade in her Instagram story defending her and Nick's relationship. She then posted a video of her and Nick looking coupley together, which seems like her way of giving a big middle finger to the both of them. Not only that, I get the feeling that this video is pretty damn old, seeing as just last year Nick was looking like this, so for him to be looking like this in this video indicates to me that she had to go pretty far back in the camera roll to find this one. Also, I went into some of her-
Bruh, this bitch is insane. She's nuts. That would be like terrible to deal with, honestly. It's like even affecting the family members. They're like, can you fuck off, bitch?
Instagram comments, and this is what she responded when a guy called her out for being a liar. Yes, he was drugged and taken across the border without his consent and put into a lockdown facility. This kind of seems like stretching the truth a little bit because we know that he was sedated while he was in rehab for the safety of those around him. Also, if this place that has a volleyball court, jujitsu mats, and hammocks is a lockdown facility, then lock me the fuck up. I guess I'll just cut to the chase here. I think that there's a pretty good chance that Kay has been isolating Nick for the last few years and keeping him hooked on drugs, probably so that she can get drugs off of him, who knows. Like, if she really cared about Nick, I feel like she should be happy that he's going to a nice-ass rehab facility for free. And I do think it says a whole lot about the situation that Nick's friends and loved ones clearly don't seem to like her all that much. Also, on the topic of whether or not Nick could actually be drugged and abducted against his will, I mean, he definitely can. But at the same time, I think there is such thing as doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, and if
Wakes up in ice bath. Stitches on right side of the body. Oh lord. Smuggled to Mexico.
someone's hit rock bottom, I think that sometimes you gotta take drastic measures to save somebody that you care about. On the other hand, I haven't gotten the impression that Kay is actually trying to save Nick from his addiction problems. Whereas Nick's friends and family probably did the wrong thing for the right reasons, I can't help but feel like Kay has been doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for a while now. Anyways, I don't think I have anything else to say about this, so I guess I'll just end the video here, but I'm sure that there's going to be much more developments to this saga in the months to come. Definitely let me know what you think about Nick's current situation. Do you believe that he's been abducted and abused in Mexico?
No, I do not believe he's been drugged and abused and taken to Mexico like he's been trafficked. Dude. Bro. The whole family like having to be like, no, he's not. This bitch is crazy. Bruh. Dude, this guy's channel is fucking awesome. Bro, these titles. I've seen better hand movement on the Statue of Liberty. Yeah. The Sean O'Malley propaganda was ridiculous. Man-child, Kevin Holland rage quits UFC press conference. Bro. Dude, he fucking hates John Jones, and it's understandable. He did beat his wife, you know, and he loves eye poking. It's great. Dude, gay duck, John Jones is ready to be stripped by Dana White. Dude. What else do we have here? Let's see some more funny titles. Dana White actually sucks at business. Let's see. Telling a guy to retire, that's awesome. That's incredible. Oh, dude, that story is fucked up. If you look into that. Which I don't think I want to get into that. That'd be like a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. Oh, dude. This is fucking insane. This is awesome. I remember watching this video. I just remember.
Oh man, Dominic Cruz has a fucking
Bryce
weird
Mitchell.
Gym. I mean, even straight up Dominic.
I don't think Bryce Mitchell's a nut, but he's a fucking retard. Like he's just a massive retard. You could just tell. Not a lot going on up there, except for, like, I know how to punch people in the face and kick them and, like, wrestle them or whatever.
Cruz,
Alliance?
Yeah, Alliance. I mean, he's also in the cult, by the way. Khalil Roundtree's in the cult too.
What do you mean? They're in a cult?
Oh, we got cult activity and UFC fighters in the cult. Oh no.
Yeah, they're like in a weird fucking cult.
What cult?
I can't stand Khalil Roundtree.
Alright, so Sean Strickland's claim that Khalil Roundtree and Dominic Cruz being in a cult have interested me ever since I heard him bring it up on the JRE in 2023. And after doing some research into Choice Center in Las Vegas, which is the supposed cult that Khalil, Dominic, and Jeremy Stevens are a part of, I came—
Yeah, didn't he might actually also be nuts. That might be a symptom of, like, getting punched in the head a lot. Maybe. I don't know. Didn't he, like, drill something and then he drilled his nutsack? It was insane.
Came across some pretty crazy stuff. Now, before I go any further, for legal purposes, I need to be very careful with my wording about this
Bryce Mitchell is insane.
organization, so just keep that in mind as I take you through the details surrounding Choice Center. First and foremost, Choice Center is an emotional intelligence development program that was founded in 1998 by this lady, Robin Williams. And I know that I'm about to
No, it's an evil woman, Robin Williams.
start explaining why I feel like Choice Center feels a little bit grifty to me just based on their extreme pricing as well as their very dubious practice.
Phil Groff, level 132, division manager of Wells Cargo. Instead of Wells Fargo, apparently. Looks like a boss title, like we're about to fight him in an MMO. Or something like that.
practices, but at the same time, at a core level, I actually do agree with Choice Center's mission in that human beings should be more emotionally aware of themselves and those around them. I mean, it's not like Choice Center invented the concept of emotional intelligence, which is a huge difference between them and Scientology. Emotional intelligence is actually a really good quality for a person to develop throughout their whole life, so it's hard for me to knock Choice Center for providing courses to help people become more self-aware.
Here's some courses on how to be less retarded. Dude, it's so obviously like a grift scam. They're like selling you like courses. Like, come on. Like, most things that sell you courses usually like are like a giant scam.
But with that being said, the prices that they're charging for their EQ courses and private coachings are pretty insane. For example, their next upcoming course named
Okay, it's so obvious now, okay? Hi. Here, do you want to pay us $644 to become less retarded and more emotionally intelligent? Well, we have the school for you, dude.
Teen Leadership
Bro.
66 costs $644 for about 20 hours worth of training. This next course, called Essential EQ Development,
Holy fuck! $2,797. Dude, I could buy 2 badass PCs with that and like a bunch of shit afterward. That's insane. That's insane.
and Essential EQ Leadership is priced at $3,000, and given the entire course takes place over 100 days, but still, that seems like a pretty outrageous amount of money for emotional intelligence coaching. And then you have this course titled Journey Within...
Dude, $4,444. Wow. Awesome.
15 that costs $5,000 for 3 weekends of in-person coaching, along with some other training like monthly evening coaching, daily readings, and daily meditation and exercise.
In Journey Within, you may finally learn to fully accept yourself, others, in life as is. As your experience of acceptance grows and separation minimizes, you will feel whole and complete, more at home within yourself. From this oneness comes not just temporary happiness, but lasting joy and satisfaction. Bro. What's included in the journey: 3 weekend trainings, monthly evening coaching sessions, weekly... Dude, this is so fucking
exercises,
dumb.
okay? And then we have their private EQ coaching sessions that go up to $1,500 an hour, which, yeah, seems pretty crazy to me as well. Now, with all this out of the way, let's talk about Khalil, Dominic, and Jeremy's involvement with Choice Center. Admittedly, I was able to find a bit more details into how Dominic and Jeremy fit into the picture over at Choice Center, whereas with Khalil, there's very little public information available into how long and how important he is in the program. Because for Khalil, the only thing that I could find online that actually ties him to Choice Center is this Instagram post from 2022 that was posted by Robin Williams herself. She posted this about 2 weeks after Khalil defeated Carl Robertson, and she calls out that Khalil was level 126 at Choice Center at this point in time. And seeing as this Instagram post was made over 2.5 years ago now, I would imagine that Khalil is probably a much higher rank at Choice Center these days. When it comes to Dominic, Jeremy, and their coach Eric Del Fiero, they were used as marketing material on Choice Center's Twitter on March 1st,
Bruh, dude.
2019, in order to promote an upcoming celebration of some of their students passing their Choice Center level 175 course, but I actually don't think that any of them were a part of the graduating class. That's because over a year later, on May 6th, 2020, Dom and Jeremy were given a shout out on Choice Center's Instagram where it stated that Dom was level 171 at Choice Center, whereas Jeremy...
Dude, literally, you're like leveling up by like giving them money. It's like a pay-to-win game. What is happening?
Was level 175. And I couldn't find any information on how many levels there are in Choice Center, but from the outside looking in, being level 170 plus at anything indicates to me that they probably spent a lot of time and a lot of money in order to get to that point. I was able to find these videos from their Facebook page that were uploaded in 2021, where one of them shows Dominic talking about how Choice Center has benefited him, and then there's also this video where his friends from the organization are cheering him on at one of his fights, but honestly, I haven't been able to track down any more recent info info when it comes to Dom and Choice Center, but honestly, I get the feeling that he's still an active member. And that is basically all that I could find when it comes to how involved Khalil, Dominic, and Jeremy are with the program.
Us about the cult.
It's weird because so much about
cult.
this place seems so open and inviting, but it's so hard to actually find clear-cut information on things besides the prices of their courses and their coaching sessions. I mean, of course, this is a business at the end of the day who sells supposedly valuable information, so they can't be giving away that sort of stuff for free on their website, but there's just a bit of a black box sort of feeling with Choice Center where they try to give off this vibe of everything and everyone involved with it being so awesome, but you can barely get any concrete details about their courses, their teachings, or their coaching without giving them your contact information, which I am not trying to do. And again, I'm trying to be very careful with my wording here so I don't get into any trouble, but it kind of feels like that maybe they're trying to reel in people with their outward appearance of perfection and camaraderie in order to entice vulnerable people into buying into their program. Because even when it comes to the pictures and videos that they post online, I feel like things seem a little bit off. I mean, of course they're going to post content of people looking happy and looking like they're having a good
party time,
but I don't know, man. Some of these pictures and videos that I've seen from Choice Center kind of blur the line between what I feel like what a standard self-help seminar should look like, and I'll just leave it at that. Now, seeing as I obviously don't have first-hand experience with what goes on inside the walls of Choice Center, for the rest of this video, I'm going to show you guys some online reviews of Choice Center made by people who have apparently been enrolled in the program, at least to some degree. Right off the bat, the first review that you'll see on Choice Center's Yelp page is a 1-star rating that immediately accuses Choice Center of being a cult in the very first sentence.
Bro. Is he gonna read it?
Of their post. The review also mentions how the program will deprive members of sleep and meals, which is wild, and then the final sentence is probably the most damning when they say that the leadership program at Choice Center requires you to enroll 3 to 6 new members. Holy shit. This other 1-star review comes from someone who I'm assuming was enrolled in their teen leadership program and implores parents to not send their kids to Choice Center. They not only claim that the program is a multi-level marketing scheme, but they were also locked in a dark.
Well, yeah, it did seem like a multi-level marketing scheme, yeah, pretty much. Run by 6 sick people. They locked us in a dark room that was soon filled by the screams and cries of children my age. They blasted music so loud I had to cover my ears for hours. Next, they told us it was time to hug. They repeatedly told us that they were our only family. Dude, they're like MK Ultraing these children. Allegedly. And then, like, telling them that they're family. They charged $600 but fed us nothing but rice and wilted vegetables. That's insane.
Dark room for hours. This person makes a very disturbing accusation in saying that Choice Center told the kids that they were their only family, which if this is true, then that's weird as fuck. Then there's this review, which also makes reference to quote cultish tactics that are used at Choice Center. This person says they were involved with the program in 2016, and they also claim that the ultimate goal of the course is to get participants to enroll their family members, friends, or just anyone in their life into Choice Center. This review is very interesting because they go into great detail about the weird practices that go on over there. They say that you're not allowed to go to the bathroom by yourself. They say that the coaches are not trained professionals and will ignore medical emergencies. They say that some of the courses simply involve bullying the other participants and just some more really disturbing stuff. We have this review that immediately kicks off by accusing Choice Center of being a cult in all caps. Then the rest of their review goes into detail about how their best friend joined the program and came out the other end a completely different person and not in a good way. They also mention that this friend of theirs pushed the program on other people in their life relentlessly, and supposedly a couple of people in their social circles cut ties with them because they were tired of being pressured into joining Choice Center. This reviewer says that the organization is an MLM scheme that leverages psychological weaknesses, which honestly sounds pretty spot on to the things that I've seen and read from the program. And after saying that the owner is all about the money, this person agrees with many of the other negative Yelp reviews that the practices of the program are very cult-like. Now, of course, there are good reviews of Choice Center. You can pretty easily find 5-star reviews mixed along with all the negative reviews, not just on Yelp, but Google reviews as well. But the thing is, if you read through some of the positive reviews, you'll start to notice that all of them read very
they're trying to get rid of the negative reviews
similarly to one another. So many of them use the same talking points of mentioning how many years they've been in Choice Center, and then they'll say that the program has helped their lives in any combination of family, career, health, and or friendships. A lot of these reviews sound a bit robotic.
So like bots. So they're just putting bots to filter out like the bad reviews, I guess. Wait, I think they can actually just remove them on Yelp. Can they? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't use Yelp. I don't use Yelp at all. Ethan D, Fort Collins, Colorado says, I signed up for the course in 2021, attended the first session, and was unable to come back. The choice team stayed in touch with me, and I was able to restart the course, and blah, 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 blah. I learned and grew so much during the program, and made some incredible friends during the process. It was challenging, no doubt, but it does read like a fucking robot.
And I'm not saying that these accounts are fake or anything like that, but more so they almost read like they were pulled from some sort of...
Dude, there's... I don't know, that picture just makes it, like, not look real, but then they also have, like, 253 reviews and, like, 463 pictures. I don't know.
Template where the reviewers fill in the blank with their own specific details. Also, many of these reviews tend to ignore the hefty price tag that's involved with enrolling, and almost all of them seem to not mention that recruiting other members is a major aspect of the program. With that being said, I really encourage you to read all of the Choice Center reviews online to gain a better understanding for yourself, because this is a pretty wild rabbit hole to dive down. There's so many reviews, both positive...
Alright, let's look at their Google reviews. Hold on. Hold the phone. Choice Center. Nope, not what I was looking for. Hold on. Ah! Oh, are they only on Yelp? They're not on fucking Google reviews? Do people even use Google reviews anymore? I don't fucking know. I don't pay attention to that. Guess we could take a look at their website. Oh, wait. Reviews. Here it is. Reviews. Okay. I'm gonna make sure it's not showing anything bad. Okay. Got some reviews. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nathan Baum with 4 out of 5 stars. People saying it is a cult are sort of right. Why are you giving it 4 out of 5 stars then? What? Yeah, it's right. They're right. It's a cult, but like 4 stars out of 5. What? After having been a Mormon for 6 years now, of course he's a Mormon, of course. I know something about cults. It is a non-religious organization that takes the greatest thing about religion, that almost all religions are founded on the assumption of free... Fuck, dude. Okay. Dude, there's no way this is like real, bro. Let's look at Matt Wilson's 9 reviews. Oh, fuck! Fuck. Okay, I didn't show it. Okay. Let's see. Dude, they're like... Okay, more positives. Very, very culty, but you might not notice it until you're paid past the first 2 program. It's so much like NXIVM. I don't know what the fuck that is. Use a manipulation can't speak. Techniques heavily in 3rd level pushes to recruit them for giving you a quota, keeping you in hours of long, exhausting meetings, causing sleep deprivation. Separating you from your family. Well, that's like cult stuff number 1. Hmm. So psychologically manipulating, da da da. Dude, there's some more like positive reviews than like negative ones. Hmm. Dude, these are insane. 2004, god damn, that was a while ago. Kinda. I took both courses, 1 and 2, back in 2004. I refused to do the leadership course, and they did their best to convince me that I need the leadership course. Da da da. Dude, like it. Choice Center was one of the most powerful events I ever experienced. Dude. Goes to like a Choice Center meeting to get to level 175. Most powerful experience I've ever had. What is this? You'd be better off reading Emotional Growth in the Development of Books. Alright, okay, let's continue.
And negative that I can't cover in this video, but it's really interesting to see so many reviews with vastly different experiences across the board. I mean, their Yelp page is better reviewed than their Google reviews, but you'll find a ton of people saying that Choice Center changed their life for the better, as well as people saying that Choice Center is an MLM cult-like scam all across the internet. Alright, so if you're wondering what my personal take is on Choice Center, then I would say that from my couple of hours of research into their website and what people are saying about it online, for legal purposes, I'm not going to say that they're a cult, but in my personal opinion, it does seem kind of cult-like.
This guy's really afraid to get fucking sued by these people. Jesus Christ.
It's not like they're peddling a religion, but from my research on the definition of what cults can be, a cult
On my research, you just used a Google AI overview. Just say you just Googled it.
can just simply be an excessive devotion to a belief system. And from what I've seen and read online, there does seem to be a little bit of that going on here with Choice Center. Like, maybe Choice Center does have the best of intentions in trying to make their members more emotionally intelligent, but the many claims of the program's emphasis on enrolling new members just seems a bit off to me. I don't know, in my opinion, if your program is actually operating in good faith, then having your
Dude, it's like recruiting for like it's just like recruitment. They're just like, hey, want to be more emotionally intelligent? Well, go out there and recruit, and you can get like 2 level up. You get a level up, your XP goes up. Dude.
your members recruit new members shouldn't be such a priority, especially seeing as the courses and seminars over there are so fucking expensive. I also feel like their whole system of having levels for their members seems a little bit strange as well, because in a program where they're trying to teach people to be more emotionally intelligent, should there really be a hierarchical ranking system that places people above or below other people? Also, does having a higher level at Choice Center really mean that they're more emotionally intelligent than those lower leveled than them, or does it simply mean that they
How high do the levels go is the real question.
spent more time or spent more money or recruited more members than the other members? I don't know, man. It seems like those who really buy into the Choice Center system seem to benefit from it, seeing as there are a ton of members who've been a part of the
I
program.
wonder what level these guys are. They got to be at least a level like a 1500 at least, man.
For over a decade, and they seem to have nothing but positive things to say about it. And it seems like Khalil, Dominic,
They're like bosses. They're like bosses, right?
and Jeremy also like what's going on over there, seeing as they're all over level 100, so they've been committed to the program for a while now. But this place and its practices personally
Dude, over a level 100, bro. Dude.
give me the creeps, but I'll let you decide.
Level 100 Colonel. Oh boy, we just watched that video. We just watched that one. Anyways, there it is. There's 3 UFC fighters in a cult. Oh yeah, man. Or a supposed cult. Supposed one, maybe. Anyways, I saw Chud cover this guy earlier. And it was fucking awesome. This guy is so cool. This guy is fucking epic, dude. Look at this. Dude, oh. He's like a meathead version of Owen Wilson. It's crazy. Let's see, what do we have here? Liver King is old news. He really doesn't like this this Wes Watson guy. He really doesn't like him. Yeah, Wes Watson. Wes Watson. Uncovering the truth of Wes Watson's micro penis. Oh, brother. Dude, this is awesome. This guy really fucking hates Wes Watson. I'm seeing a lot of Wes Watson, bro. Like, he's a felon. He's literally broken the... Like, dude, this is crazy. He's like an A-logger. Let's see. What should we start with? Does he have like a literal playlist that just says Wes Watson? Oh, he has MMA talks. That's crazy. I didn't even know. The fall 30 videos. 30 videos of the same guy. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't have premium. Suck my nuts. Oh, nah. It's doing the thing. Oh, there it is. There's the skip button. Jesus, I was getting scared.
She also got tired because the trolls were harassing her online. They were sending her messages, trying to even pay her to talk to Wes.
That's how far these...
Where does this start? Where does the beginning of this start? Where does this start? Exposing... What? Hold on, dude. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Oh, dude, he's just showing up. This guy is so fucking awesome. Get out of here. The monkey farm? That's crazy. Let's see. Where does the Wes Watson stuff start? Where does that start? High estrogen ruined my life. Dude, wait. No. I don't think I want to watch that. Wes Watson. Come on. Come on, where does the Wes Watson A-logging start? Come on, how far back? Hello, Mr. Gamer. My heart is broken. Where is it? Oh, that Liver King a lot? Okay, as well. Where does the Wes Watson shit start, man? What the fuck? Tren, Greg Ducati. Where? Now it's just nothing's even popping up. Okay. Oh. Is this where it starts? Is this where it starts? 7 months ago? He's been doing this for 7 months. Let's see this. Let's see where the Wes Watson A-logging began. It's gonna show another ad, isn't it? Yeah, go fuck yourself. Let me no! Skip. There we go. Okay. Much better.
He sees Mike Van Wyck He's got a shiny head like him. He's got...
Dude, this guy is so fucking awesome. I don't know Medine, alright? Fuck, voice crack. I don't know Medine, okay? I'm kind of retarded.
tattoos like him. He's a tough guy like him, right? So he thinks they're very similar to each other, especially because Mike Van Wyck is...
Dude, people can't, like, not convince me that he's just an alternate version of Owen Wilson, but, like, a meathead.
He's a criminal now, just like Wes
the way he speaks. I want him to, like, say a couple lines from, like, a Owen Wilson movie, or just say, wow, wow, wow. He just said, wow. That'd be fucking awesome.
Watson. And the things he says about Jeff Nippard, I can't believe my ears.
So you guys, there's a video online going around of some monster
Fake fuck influencer. I like the way you even roast them in the edits.
fool pushing some keyboard warrior princess little punk.
Whoa, is this a new rape review? Ow, my eyes. Iron Mag Labs. Oh yeah.
Do you guys know this asshole, Wes Watson?
Dude, he came out of the gate swinging. Do you guys know this asshole, Wes Watson? Dude.
This piece of shit? Let me tell you about him. He's a criminal. He goes to prison. He comes out. He lies about how long he was there because he thinks it's gonna make him look cooler, right? But then he starts selling these bullshit programs to thousands of people that don't do shit. And those programs make him a millionaire. And now if you
Dude.
see him, he's living in a beautiful mansion. He's driving around in Bentleys and Bugattis. He's got these beautiful, beautiful girlfriends. He's got everything, right? But the thing is, it's all rented. The houses.
It's all rented, dude. Dude, he's winning already. You got rented shit. You don't got all that money.
The cars, even the sharmutas, because you know what he did? He's got so much money, he goes to these bullshit escort sites, right? He's a sugar daddy.
The fucking song in the background, bro. Dude. It's like an Avengers trailer, but like just John Bravo.
Now, he pays for these girls to live with him for a long time, and he pretends he met him on the street, lying to people, this asshole.
How'd we meet? She was walking her dog by this restaurant over by Cipriani.
He's paying for the poo.
She walked by with her dog, and I jumped up out of the table. My homie goes, "Oh, that one's your style. That's a hot one." And she's wearing like a pink workout outfit. So I jumped up off the table where we were eating. I ran over there. I said, "What's up? What are you doing? What's your name?" And my Instagram was down at the time, so I couldn't even flex the gram on her. But I was like, "Let me come pick you up in a little bit." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, no. Like, she barely speaks English. And then I just sat there for a little bit, convinced her, came and picked her up. And we've been vibing ever since.
And you know why he does this shit? He wants people to see him online and think he's more successful than he really is, because then he can sell them more bullshit programs because they want to be like him. He has a secret that he wants to teach. He's such an asshole, he doesn't even edit when he's a real asshole from his footage. He hires a landscaper, right, to blow his leaves, cut his grass, do all the shit the landscapers do. And one time he's filming a video, and he gets so mad about the leaf blower noise, he runs out like a little bitch and yells at the landscaper to shut up. In the meantime...
Dude, he's such an asshole that he doesn't even cut how much of an asshole he has out of his videos, dude. Bro, this guy's line delivery is legendary.
He hired him to do his fucking landscaping.
Fuck! Shut! Watch. Here you go. Here you go. Hey! 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 Hey!
Hey, you know the thing I paid you to do? I want you to stop fucking doing it, bro.
Get out of the backyard. I'm trying to do something. This shit's too fucking loud. It's way too loud. Go. I'm doing something. Go.
Mr. Gamer, they're escorts from like escort sites or whatever. So yeah, she's literally not into him like whatsoever.
And you know what I see him doing now? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. He's carrying around a woman's purse, which explained everything to me about what happened to
Yo,
him.
this guy is... I saw him carrying a woman's purse, dude. This guy... You just like cutting into him, bro. This is crazy.
In prison, somebody made him their little bitch. What kind of man runs around with the purse and then calls out others saying they're not real men? You got a purse, you asshole. So you know what he did now?
You're not a real man. You have a purse, you asshole. Dude, this guy is so fucking cool.
He saw the whole Jeff Nippard, Mike Van Wyck thing, right? And he chimes in. He sees Mike Van Wyck. He's got a shiny head like him. He's got tattoos like him. He's a tough guy like him, right? So he thinks they're very similar to each other, especially because Mike Van Wyck is a criminal now, just like Wes Watson. And the things he says about Jeff Nippard, I can't believe my ears.
So you guys, there's a video online going around of some monster ass fool pushing some keyboard warrior princess little punk bitch by his neck because he saw him in person. I guess the guy heckles the big guy online or something, and when he seen him in person, he pushed him by his neck. You puss.
Dude, and this guy's like a shittier alternate version of like Stone Cold Steve Austin with the way he talks. You said out there.
These are in the
can't do it.
comments going, he should press charges. No, he should get pushed by the neck and then get his f***ing head stepped on.
Jesus, all right,
and everybody
dude, calm
else
down.
should say, good bitch. Don't talk shit to a monster if you're a little peon pussy fuck. You guys need to know your
Peon
fucking
pussy
place
fuck.
before you get put in it. Some people don't give a fuck about the consequences. That's the thing about life. You can do anything you want if you don't give a fuck about the consequences. And a lot of you pussies who are online talking shit are going to catch a big old monster on the wrong day. That was nothing.
A big old
you
monster.
think that's something to talk about? That's nothing, okay?
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, Wix.com.
Very here from the Wix Studio team.
Fuck you.
We recently
Oh, is this the end of the video, or is this just an ad? Oh, this is just an ad.
I was in the penitentiary for 10 years watching people get their heads f***ing sawed off. Watching motherfuckers get split.
What? I'm pretty sure they're not sawing each other's heads off in an American penitentiary. But okay.
Splatted. You can't even just normally fight in most places. You have to cut the motherfucker up. You guys are so f***ing soft, it's disgusting.
So what do you guys think about what this asshole had to say? And like I was saying always, you know, he thinks he's a man by saying all this stupid shit, right? But if you
Dude, this is so... Dude.
think about something,
Dude, the way they both talk is just so fucking cool.
right? Does it take a man to beat the shit out of someone half your size? Or does it take a bigger man to walk away? So let me ask you one last thing, Wes. You talk all this shit when you see a little man get bullied and beat up, right? But remember how my friends, Eric Konepsky, Joey Stacks, Tanner, they went up to Mike, and he didn't want any part of it. If somebody comes up to you that's your size or bigger, are you still gonna talk all this same shit? Or are you
Dude, he's like size mugging him, like, yeah, you little tiny bitch.
gonna run away like a little bitch?
Dude, that was perfect. That was perfect.
A lot of people are in the comments going, he wasn't heckling him. It was a normal debate.
The little bitch boy knows he's trying to get under the skin of the monster. Don't push the motherfucker's buttons. And if you shouldn't even been in arm's distance of that beast-ass motherfucker. You shouldn't even have been in arm's distance of him unless you were trying to start a problem. There's no way you were even that close unless you were provoking him. It doesn't matter. He didn't come attack you. You were standing there confronting him like you wanted some business, and you didn't. You should have left the fucking gym and known you were too big of a bitch and you were going to call the cops. You should have left, bitch, because you know you're a cop calling,
bitch.
and that guy's going to fucking mangle you. This is what's wrong with society. Passive-aggressive pussies who push the buttons of
All right, let's...
It should not.
Wes Watson, assets being seized by the government. Wes Watson, caught red-handed. So he started 7 months ago. Let's go back 7 months. Wes Watson. Okay, so it starts here. Wes Watson threatens my life. Oh my god, fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking hate it. It's so annoying.
Here's my address. This is the gym I'm at on Saturdays. Show up
Yo.
and do what you're claiming you want to do.
And so I had a confrontation with Wes Watson. He disrespected my client in the middle of the gym and disrespected me. So we had words, and as a man, I challenged him to go outside and settle it, and he refused.
Oh yeah. Iron Mag Labs.
Do you guys remember when I was telling you who Wes Watson was? Well, let me remind you. He's a criminal. He goes to prison. He comes out. He lies about how long he was there because he thinks it's going to make him look cooler, right? But then he starts selling these bullshit programs to thousands of people that don't do shit. And those programs make him a millionaire. And now if you see him, he's living in a beautiful mansion. He's driving around in Bentleys and Bugattis. He's got these beautiful, beautiful girlfriends. He's got everything, right? But the thing is,
cigars and
it's all rented.
Water.
The houses, the cars, even the sharmutas. Well, he's not happy with the video I made about him and Jeff Nippert. So much that he had to go to his Instagram and limit his posts so people can't comment what they really feel about his bullshit.
You fucking limited his posts. Dude.
Shit. Well, me and him have been going back and forth in the comments a little bit. And then he sends me a DM and tells me, here's my address. This is the gym I'm at on Saturdays. Show up and do what you're claiming you want to do. So I'm thinking in my head, you know, maybe this can give me some content. I go there, I take a
Maybe
flight, I
this
film the
can
whole
give
thing,
me
going to
some
Florida.
content. Yo, this is fucking awesome, dude. Dude, yeah. You know what? This could give me some content. I should probably go to this to be bro.
Confront him, right? So I go to respond to him, and you know what he does, this piece of shit? He blocks me like a pussy. Who sends somebody and challenges them and then blocks them after. So I posted what he sent me on my story, and somebody responds. They say, listen, John, I'm a trainer at that gym where he's working out on Saturdays, right? And I had a problem with him one time, and I even filmed it. This is what happened.
Stretch your elbows.
Dude, John Bravo is the Giga Chat.
Come on, we know
He
you're tough.
is,
Let's go.
correct.
What's that?
Legs you got.
You want to see him?
Yeah, those are huge.
Let me see your legs.
Those are dope.
Yours first, bro.
Check them out.
What do you mean? You want to flex with me?
How much you weigh?
How much do I weigh? I weigh 205 pounds.
Barely 200, yeah.
205 pounds. Yeah. How about you? Yeah.
How old are you? 240. 240? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? I asked you first. 39. 39? I'm 29, motherfucker. Okay, yeah, you should You're a listen. tough guy. I should listen. I mean, I thought you were a nice guy before I think you just now. This is a very bad impression. You guys took it the wrong way. That's how I thought. Have you seen my f***ing content? Of course I Have you do. seen this is how I always talk. I know. And it's what works, right? It works for
Dude.
you, bro. But listen, no, it works. It works. Okay, it works. It works. Yeah, get the fuck out.
And then after that, he said, he challenged him. He said, let's go outside and settle this like men, right? And you know what, Wes? The little bitch
He
pussy,
ran.
you know what he did?
He ran.
He went to the owner of the gym and tattletaled.
He
and said
tattletaled.
He was
No,
being
it's even
called
worse.
Names. I'm not even kidding you.
And so I had
He
a
ran and
confrontation with
told.
Wes Watson. He disrespected my client in the middle of the gym and disrespected me. So we had words, and as a man, I challenged him to go outside and settle it, and he refused. Other words were exchanged, some derogatory comments. Make a long story short, because of the derogatory comments that were mentioned, I was then called into management from the business that I run my business out of. I'm not formally employed by this gym. I just run my business out of it. But I got called in, spoken to, and because I used derogatory comments, and AKA Wes Watson is a snitch, and went to the management and cried about it because he's got all these followers and thinks he's big, high, mighty, and powerful, that then after that, I was told that I was no longer allowed to be at my place of
Okay, that's a
business.
little bit fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, so like, I really like, dude, you like started the confrontation, and then pussied out so hard that he literally goes and tattletales, and now this guy can't do business inside of this business. That's fucking retarded.
Where I've been paying $1,000 a month rent for the past 5 years. Once the owner and I had a heart-to-heart conversation, he noticed my side of the story, and we were able to come to terms. And I'm still allowed to be at that gym,
Hey, never
but
mind
I'm
that.
not allowed to engage with Wes Watson because he's a bitch.
Elio's
Oh,
the reason
fuck
we
you.
go to the movies.
He is not the reason I would go to the
Suggested to become a
movies.
Pixar
Fuck off.
classic.
So this asshole wants me to take a flight, go down there,
So this asshole.
so he can tell on me like a little bitch. So now it got me thinking. And I was remember that confrontation yelling match he had on stage with Andrew Wilson, and they were going back and forth and saying things.
Are you proud of who the f you are?
Why
Well,
don't
look
you
at,
even
are
let
you
me
proud?
get-
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say
He's racist. Is that why he's wearing all white?
this motherfucker's proud of who the f he is? You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men
Rumble.com
don't
fresh
have
and fit.
tits.
Of course it's fucking fresh and fit. Look at this. These two retards.
No, they go to prison where they get
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
he's talking
what
about shit he
happens.
don't
Dude, this guy like was in like Homeland Security. Dude, he could have like if he stayed there and just kept doing that, he would be like fucking set. He'd be set for life. But no.
They go to prison.
No,
where
he's just like,
Hey,
let me
get
do
your ass
this
beat.
retarded
No,
shit
no,
and
no,
get
no,
fired.
that's better. You think that's better?
Well, in the end, Andrew Wilson said a lot of nasty things to Wes. And what did he do? Eventually, he just went back, sat on his chair like a little bitch. It showed me he had a big mouth, but he didn't really do anything. And something else, it was funny. He said to Andrew Wilson, he goes, "This is not what real men look like."
This is not what men look like.
Let's let him
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners?
Bald
They look
prisoners.
like?
This is the problem in society. Is people like this think they can talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can.
Well, he
knows
just
wouldn't do
did. He
shit
just
about it,
did.
and that's the problem.
Men usually have hair. We
He
can
has
agree on
cro-
that too.
He has
Physically.
crossed over gender barriers.
And then I'm thinking, and I'm remembering, I just saw him on Instagram with the Louis Vuitton woman's purse strapped against his chest,
the
running
purse,
around
yeah.
town like a fucking asshole. And he's telling Andrew Wilson, this is not what a real man looks like. I guess Wes has to teach us what real men look like. So now, you threaten me, and then what do you do when I go to respond? You block me like a bitch. Andrew Wilson says a lot of things, and what do? You sit down and you do nothing. The trainer in the gym comes and challenges you. He's 200 pounds. He's smaller than you. He says, let's go outside. What do? You tattletale on him to the owner saying he's calling you names. You do all of this and you say Jeff Nippard is the cop caller.
You were standing there confronting him like you wanted some business, and you didn't. You should have left the gym and known you were too big of a bitch and you were going to call the cops. You should have left, bitch. Because you know you're a cop calling, bitch. And that guy's going to mangle you. This is what's wrong with society. Passive-aggressive pussies who push the buttons of beast motherfuckers and then go run into the police.
Listen, I learned in life a long time ago in high school. The people that have the biggest mouths are the biggest pussies. They do it because they want to try to intimidate you with their mouth because they're really not going to do shit in the end. And when you stand up to them, they're not going to do shit like what we're seeing with Wes Watson. So what does all of this tell us about Wes Watson, everything that we have seen, right? He rented his life, his cars, his mansion, even the sharmutas. He pretends that they're his girlfriends. And what does he do? He rents them on the escort site, right? He even has to lie about his tough prison life when we found out it's not a tough prison life and he probably wasn't even in there as long as he said he was. So what does this all say? It tells us that anybody who went and bought his programs and listens to his bullshit is even a bigger asshole than Wes Watson himself.
Dude, the fucking music, dude, this guy is so fucking cool, man. This guy is something else.
It should not
dude,
even be
this little A-logging, raping of Wes Watson is fucking awesome, dude. Alright. Wes Watson responds and is spiraling out of control. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
There's a whole group of weirdos on the internet and play on their computer all day that make videos about jacked, tattooed studs, and they think they're men. Oh my God. Look at the videos of these people. Look at these people. Oh my God.
Bruh.
Oh my God. No
What the
way
fuck?
this is real. We're in the Twilight Zone, you guys.
Oh yeah. The raping of Wes Watson.
So since my last video on Wes Watson, this piece of shit, he's not happy. So he made a video
Dude, I love the way he calls people pieces of shit. He's like, this piece of shit.
responding to me, the trolls online, AJ, you remember the trainer at the gym that he told on for calling him names?
And because I used derogatory comments, and AKA Wes Watson is a snitch, and went to the management and cried about it.
Well, the trolls have been doing bad things. They've been reporting his Instagram like crazy, and it's been going up and down, and he's paying thousands of dollars to people to try to bring it back. So the trolls are really fucking with them.
He's getting
And what
raped.
you guys don't know is there's this whole Reddit forum where they troll the shit out of this guy. They make memes about him. They say he's a tranny. They
He has his own snark subreddit. What the fuck?
even call his mother, right? His poor
Did they even call his mother? What the fuck? I disavow. Come on, dude.
mother's sitting at home. She's getting phone calls from them, and they're saying that her son is a transsexual, and she ain't happy about it.
What? 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 Yeah, his mother's sitting at home getting calls saying that he's a transsexual. Dude. That was a turd. That was a turd. That was crazy.
Get it. You're gonna get it. Just a matter of time, and then you're gonna be right with Hydra Squeeba. What do you do?
Dude, what the fuck is this? What is this? Mama Watson calls her trans son something. Phone call with Mama Watson. Dude, this is fucked up. This is kind of fucked up.
You call you fat? What's wrong?
Dude.
With you. You are ugly, bro. Very ugly. We're going to jail. You can fuck off. You're trans. Oh, we. What, you want a dick? You wanted a dick or a fat?
There's a whole group of weirdos on the internet that have 10-inch arms, tits, and play on their computer all day.
Not even his mom likes him.
That make videos about jacked, tattooed studs that slay vagina and pull bad bitches that refer to us.
Dude. How like, is he like CTE ridden brain? Like, what's going on with his brain? He can like barely string together sentences. Which is true, Big Aaron. Basically, he just can't form a coherent sentence. These fucking people, fucking shit, fuck, dude.
Us not as alphas, and they think they're.
Oh, great! He's talking about alphas now. Oh, brother in Christ. Oh, brother in Christ. These people aren't fucking alphas, man. They're not fucking alphas. Not like me, anyway.
Men. Oh my God! Look at the videos of these people. Look at these
Hello, Cryptid. Hi, Big Aaron.
people.
Big Aaron, new profile picture. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No way this is real. We're in the Twilight Zone, you guys.
And we know Wes.
Dude, the way he talks, like, puts me in the Twilight Zone.
How sensitive he is to the comments, the bad ones that are on his page. Because his wife, his ex-wife, the Sharmuta, she made a video saying how much he was crying to her all night about the bad comments.
I'll take the Amber Heard comments.
Right.
I am totally okay with that because I know that I have more balls being called those names than him reading his comments and losing his shit.
Right.
In fact, his YouTube page, you can't even comment on there because he has it set to held for review, which means he has to see each comment that comes in and decides if it's good or bad before it posts on his page. He even does that to his Instagram. Remember, all his posts are limited. Nobody can comment because he's so sensitive about it all.
These aren't even men. These are beta broad bitches. I don't even like the term alpha.
Beta broad bitches.
For beta. You're either jacked and you'll f shit up and you're a man's man who people are like, oh, that's a motherfucker. Like, that's a real dude right there. Or you're these weirdos. They see a jacked stud online and talk shit.
They see a jack stud online. They talk shit.
And act like the guy would have to pay for the interaction. Whoa!
Now notice, he's always talking about what real men do. But do real men do that with their comments? Limit them, hold them to review, and then cry like a little bitch to your Sharmuta all night? Do real men tattletale to the manager in the gym when you're called names or bitch out of a fight because you sit there and you send me a message on Instagram and then when I go to respond then you block me? And what about when you're running around town with that Louis Vuitton woman's purse strapped to your chest
Oh, he's about
like an
purse.
asshole?
Dude, if he brings up the purse every fucking video, dude, that'd be so fucking awesome.
Look at your phone, you have a case that matches the same color of your watch.
Can you guys share with our viewers what you do for a living?
What do you do for a living? I'm Wes Watson. Everybody knows who I am.
What's your name?
Wes Watson.
Wes Watson? Okay, awesome.
Sure.
And your clothing is all color coordinated.
Everybody knows who I am. No, I had no idea who the fuck you were before this.
Reminding me of a Barbie doll. So to me, if you look at all
Reminding me of
those
a Barbie
things,
doll.
that's what women do. That's not what men do when you're trying to tell
Big Aaron, I think when he showed his phone, it had Grindr on there, so he's probably gay, to be honest, or like bisexual at least.
us how to be men.
A man doesn't drink, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't smoke, he never watches porn. These are the things about a rare man, okay? He never, ever sits there by name calling out other men, knowing he'll get his face smash.
Dude, he's trying to think so hard and come up with words. It's insane.
Smashed in. Nobody even wants this type of energy out there or connection. Listen. I've never made a video with someone else's name in it. Every time these pussies write me or talk shit, I just give them the address of where I'm at, and
But you blocked him. But you blocked the guy.
I say, show up. You're not a man, bitch, if you talk shit online. I've responded and said, here's the address. Let's handle business. I mean, I only respond. I've never thought about another man and wrote him. Jealousy and envy is a trait of females. You fucking weirdos.
What? Bruh. Jealousy is a trait of females.
You men out there right now are acting like a bunch of fucking women. But look at these.
Now, this got me all thinking about something else you said.
He definitely is low IQ. It's insane, bro.
You said real men don't make videos talking about other men, mentioning their names. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm like, we've heard this before. Where have we heard this before, right? And it's Big Boy and Kali Muscle, the two biggest bitches. It's because they say that shit all the time.
Are we saying names? We never say anybody's names. That's the thing. Do I ever drop anybody's names? I don't say no one's names. I ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? The haters are worried about me.
You better believe it.
Haters worried about Cali. We ain't going on making videos or another shit. That's a pathetic life, man. If your life is all about making videos about another man.
Wait, hold on a second. Making videos about another man. What is it that you assholes are sitting there doing making a video about me? You think because you don't mention my name that it's okay to do it and you can get away with saying that bullshit? And then I find out that all three of you assholes are all friends. It's all starting to make sense. Because all three of you've been in prison.
Dude, he's 3v1ing them and raping them all. This is so fucking awesome, bro.
You all lie about how long you were there. You exaggerate all the bullshit. You do a lot of cons with conning people. You got a lot of things in common, all three of you. But considering Big Boy is such a close friend of yours, right? Don't you think it's wrong? Because when you make videos saying, you know, men aren't real men if they have big tits.
That have 10-inch arms, tits.
Well, Big Boy, he's got the biggest titties out of them all. So big that Kali Muscle, he drinks the milk out of them.
Bro, what the fuck? Dude, he's winning.
Got a little bitter saltiness to it.
Got a bitter saltiness to it. Gulp. Gulp.
So don't you think it's wrong to say that about the men's titties when Big Boy is so close to you? Now, Wes, I don't think you should come here and try to teach so many thousands of people how to be men when you're doing all these types of things. And finding out how close you are with Kali Muscle and Big Boy, like I was saying before, it's explained so much to me because we don't know,
dude, this guy is so
what
legendary.
happened to them in prison, but I'm sure it affects,
dude, I'm
how they live their daily
so
life,
cool.
and what they do together.
Oh, look I love feeding my BFF.
Bro, no, Bruh, come on.
I gotta feed my BFF.
I need a bite.
I got you. Hey, don't take a bite. Oh.
Come on, bro.
But now finding out you're part of them, I don't want to imagine what all three of you are doing together.
Stop making up your delusional stories. It's weird. It's weird as look it. I don't exist to any of you guys. I don't know you guys.
Dude,
you
it's like that one, like,
the
guy that's, like, homeless, like on the corner.
Exposes.
And, like, every time somebody passes
Our
by
whole
him, he just says some random fucking
feels
sentence,
arrested.
and you're just like, oh, whatever.
Like, when
you
we
just keep
exist,
walking away from him.
You guys walk around in the shadows.
That's what this guy. That's what this guy's talking like.
What is that? Why would you want to pull
what
up
is
in a
that?
Rolls Royce?
What is going on?
Weird. Get the fuck away. It's weird. Like, I don't want any connection with weirdos. What the fuck is the matter with you?
Dude, we gotta continue this saga. This is so fucking cool. Dude, what? Wes Watson, delusional, and compares himself to Donald Trump.
He's a belle, he's a boy, he's belt boy. Hotels bring him joy.
Hotels.com. Get out of here. Fuck off.
He talks about Donald Trump, how he's a man, and how he's so happy that he's the president.
We got a who has been plotted against, shot at, falsely arrested. I mean, this reminds me of myself. These are my people.
These are my people.
We don't put their name in anything. Any of my people, we don't get down like that. A lot of these broads out here do. They post other people with their names and their tags, and they think they're tough. But the whole thing is, if you really don't like the person, you got a problem with them, go fuck them up then. Fuck them up then.
Go over
because
there.
Nobody means that much.
You don't like somebody? Go and assault them. Right? Go and just beat the shit out of them, bro. Come on. Just go over there and do what the fuck. Dude, this guy is a fucking... He's so retarded.
To me, I don't think about him. I go about my day. But these guys in their downtime are like, oh, Wes Watson, I'm gonna ruin his life.
So Wes Watson, that piece of shit, he's not happy with the videos I've been making about him.
Dude, if he starts every video, he's like, that piece of shit, dude. So cool.
So he started making them back, but he does it in a different kind of way. And he's been putting them on YouTube, on Instagram. But remember, he don't want to talk about another man, so he does it in a way where he doesn't say my name, but anyone who's watching knows he's talking about me.
They don't go being a bitch online, talking all this shit about other men, using other men's names. That's very feminine. I'm the fucking reporter bitch who has to talk about
this guy's definitely closeted. There's no way he's
the
not.
Star. I'm the reporter. I'm just some weirdo.
Oh, he's talking about men.
So I get it. I'm famous, and a lot of people aren't. I make bread like a
This guy's gay,
and a lot of people don't. I
that's
inspire
alright. It's his
millions
month.
of people, and others don't. I get it. These people who make these videos where they talk about what's going on with the famous person. These people who make these reaction videos. You're gonna have a following of gossip girls that are lame.
That's me. Hi.
These aren't the
I'm
men
lame.
that fucking win at life and want to kill it. These are gossip girl weirdos. You're gonna realize you built a weirdo following. That's the problem.
And it shows you, I really got into his head, this
apparently
asshole.
you're weirdos.
And you guys remember I was saying, the bully? I always talk about the bully. You stand up to the bully, what happens? He backs down, he cries, he goes crazy, he hides under his desk like my little chihuahua. That's what happens to the bully when you stand up to him, right?
And I'm not perfect. Every day I fall back into that mindset of these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Oh, you mother. I get like that every day.
No way, he unironically just hit the you mother. You with the. I'm gonna bash your. Dude, that's so fucking. Dude. He unironically did the meme.
Before I go in on him, right? He talks about Donald Trump, how he's a man, and how he's so happy that he's the president. But he says it reminds him so much of himself.
It's a massive day. Why? All the real ones are coming together.
Wes Watson wasn't in Home Alone. Trump was, though.
All the real ones are coming together, and all the fake are exposing themselves. Why? We got Trump in office. We got a motherfucker who has been plotted against, shot at, falsely arrested. I mean, this motherfucker reminds me of myself. These are my people.
He wasn't false.
My people have been through,
went through
all
the courts
that
and everything.
shit and still came out on top. That motherfucker's a straight G. Trump is as real as it gets. Always has been.
Israel or Israel? What? Israel?
But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm like, What does Donald Trump and Wes Watson, what do they have in common? And the only thing that I could think of that they share together is, remember that Sharmuta, Kamala Harris? Remember how she wanted to put Donald Trump in prison, right? Well, she was the one who put Wes Watson in prison. So if I think of anything that these guys are going to have in common,
Dude, that's fucking wild.
It's only that. Now, before I continue, there's something that's really bothering me. When I'm sitting here and I'm editing these videos, right, I gotta zoom in, I gotta change colors, do a lot of things to make the video quality better, right? I keep on staring at this sting you have on the back of your arm, and it's making me sick. So can you please do something? Go to the doctor, have him cut him off. Do something about it, because I'm sick of looking at this shit. So you know how you always say, you don't respond to haters, you don't talk about or mention another man's name, right? But on your story the other day, you put up a picture of a guy, a hater, who made a video about you. And then you go, the only reason you put up that picture, right, and a link to the video, was because there was a picture of you and Mike Van Wyck side by side, and you loved the picture and you were really happy about the picture you guys have both together.
So is that video really supposed to not promote me? That video is promoting the out of me. People like me see a jack-tatted stud like that, and they're like, I want to be like that.
Stud.
Like, you should see the guy who made the video. Oh my God.
But it highlights the insecurity of someone who thinks being a monster is the pinnacle of masculinity. In reality, his outburst is just another example of fragile egos dressed up as toughness.
He's like, see these fake alpha males right here? Like, they really fucking think they're alphas. Dude, it's crazy. The guy's a weasel. But, you guys, I know I said we're not buying into it no more, but someone sent me that video.
This guy don't ride bikes,
so I'm not, like, hating on haters or buying into the hater shit. I really just wanted to show you how amazing that thumbnail is. And I like being side by side with that big Mike, dude, because I think he's a real
I hate
mother.
this. Wait, the thumbnail's
Well, it's all
pretty nice,
starting to make more sense to me. Because you know how you're always talking about men's bodies, you're talking about their titties, you're talking about their arms, you're saying a man is not a real man unless he shaves all the hair off his arms.
Weirdos on the internet that have 10-inch arms, tits.
That stud right there.
Do you have children?
Look at that stud.
So now seeing how excited you were about the picture of you and Big Mike standing side by side, now I understand it all. So in that video you posted on your story, you're making fun of the poor kid. You're talking like a nerd, you're making fun of him, right? But I was thinking, you're posting this kid on there. Why don't you post my video on there? Why don't you come after me like you're going after that kid, right? But you won't. You know why? Because you look at him
black and you're
like he's
racist.
weaker, like he's below you. You'll never post me on your story because you don't want people to see the shit that I'm saying about you. Just like the bullies pick on the weaker people in school, you're doing that same shit now. Now, the biggest thing that I've been seeing in his videos, right, the last couple of days, a complete change of tone. Remember how in the beginning, when he first started making these videos, he's like, I'm going to smash the keyboard warriors, the nerds, anyone who says anything to me, I'm going to smash their skulls in the ground, right?
Pushing some keyboard warrior princess little punk bitch. No, he should get pushed by the neck and then get his fucking head stepped on, and everybody else should say, good bitch, don't talk shit to a monster if you're a little peon pussy fuck.
Well, now
Dude,
all of a sudden,
he sounds like he's just straight out of the WWE. Like he's just getting scripts from WWE.
he wants peace. He doesn't want to hate nobody. He doesn't want people to hate each other. He's changed his tone completely from what it was just a few days ago.
You don't have to live angry like that. It doesn't feel good. Even when someone gets me to the point where I'm like, I want to smash your fucking head in, motherfucker. I don't like you.
With a brick? Maybe a brick? Smash it in with a brick? I'm Alex reference.
I want to hurt you. Even when I get to that point, I'm still able in the moment to tell the person, but it's not going to do anything. It's going to hurt me to hurt you. I don't even want to be that way. I don't want you to bring that old me out. Nobody does. We all don't need to hate each other. It's so low frequency.
We all gotta be friends, guys, after like doing like an hour rant, like saying they're all pussy bitches.
I don't even
pussy peons.
I don't even need to hate on the rats who film people, and I don't even need to hate on the haters who hate on me. I really have to always center myself.
Try to like do like a motivational speech
and know
while he's like
God
seething
wants
angry.
a better path. There's a better life beyond the hate, beyond the anger, beyond the rage. But I don't even want to hate on any of you guys.
And this goes back to what I said in the very start of this video. When you stand up to the bully, right, you crumble like a little bitch, which is exactly what I did to you,
like
Wes. And this is high school again. And now you're my bitch.
This is high school
Guys,
again.
thanks
Now
for
you're
watching.
my little bitch.
Please hit like on my video.
Dude, this is such an awesome fucking saga. This is so fucking awesome. John Skywalker. Okay. Wes Watson and a big boy suffer nuclear meltdown. Uh-oh, that big boy guy he was talking about has responded as well. Uh-oh.
Are these weirdos actually go? They actually try to pay ex-girlfriends or people that I know.
Real friends have the same enemies. So which one are you going to be? Are you going to be a loyal?
Dude, why is he built
Or are you
like
going to
that?
be the one that folds under pressure? Just
Dude, he's built like his head. He looks like he's in like power armor, like he's a space marine. He's in like power armor, like a space marine. What the fuck?
just like all these other boys, man. So all you haters.
Oh yeah, it's like a rape review like intro.
So it's been a while
because
since we
like
spoke
every
about
video,
Wes
John
Watson,
Bravo
that
just
little
absolutely
bitch.
rapes Wes
And he's
Watson.
going even crazier than last time. Thank you, Greg. Because he can't handle all the hate online. It's getting to him. He's breaking down. He can't handle the shit.
Guys, I'm not sure how this is taking place. So I want everybody to drop in the comments their understanding of this mental illness that is going on online today. So,
This mental illness.
Hey, you're a jealous bitch. You're
Jealous
weird,
bitch.
motherfucker. I don't think these people understand.
Most of my haters are
You
gay.
don't like something.
Most of my haters
or
are
you
gay.
don't like someone.
They're gay for me.
You wouldn't
They're gay
spend your
for
life
me.
knowing everything about that person.
I don't do what he does, so I'm a better guy than him.
Or spending any time in that person's life. That person would be insignificant to you. You don't like it.
They want to be all up in your personal lives. Why? Because theirs suck. You just...
Also, Wes's team tried to scam another content creator out of $5K. That is fucking crazy. DeMarcus Baby, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? That's insane. It's like a Black Marcus. So they tried to. His team tried to scam another creator out of $5K. That's scummy. He admitted a 14-year-old minor is more mature than him. What? What? Was he like calling himself retarded or like what's going on here? Wes had another meltdown and called black people monkeys. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sliggins, I'm on a bike ride trying out a new trail and got absolutely pelted by hail. Did you not look at the sky? Was it cloudy? Did you check the weather app? Did you know it was gonna like do that? I would have checked before doing that, honestly. But damn, what the fuck? Be careful. Be careful out there from the hail, buddy. What is this video? What is... I gotta make sure this is okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to sign up for some coaching, bro.
You opted in for the business coaching. Are you trying to build a coaching business, or are you just trying to get...
I was just trying to sign up.
Okay, well, he says the N-word in this. Is it, like, bleeped out? Whatever, I'm not even
For some
monetized,
coaching, bro.
Who cares?
You opted in for the business coaching. Are you trying to build a coaching business, or are you just trying to get ripped? What are you trying to do?
So I'm trying to do both, really.
Okay, cool. I just can't send it to your phone for some fucking reason.
Oh, gotcha.
Like I sent the
I
fucking
had
shit.
no idea
I
that
can
even
see it.
happened
Your
over
phone won't accept it. So you don't have an Instagram, bro?
Yeah, let me send it to you right now, bro.
Yeah, because on Instagram I can just video chat you right there. I don't have to fucking, and I can send you the stuff. I can see that you got it.
I bet, bro. Hey, is Diddy with you?
Cool, yeah. What's up?
Is Diddy with you?
Is what? What did this turn into?
Is Diddy there with you?
Weirdo. Another one of these fucking weirdos. God, you dumb little fuck you, dude.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, you a bitch, Wes. Yeah.
Bro. Bro. He's like, oh, another one of you weirdos, you fucking Edwards. That's crazy. Who's the guy in the video? He was just like sitting there. He wasn't talking or anything. Like, who? Was he with the guy like making the call? Anyways, is Diddy with you? It's crazy. Alright, let's continue.
Are fucked up mentally and jealous of this individual. So they're like, hey, but what is that? Is that a new girl?
So what form of mental illness is this where someone supposedly doesn't like you, but they spend every waking hour thinking about you, learning about you, and obsessing
It's just
over
called
you?
A-logging, bro.
Jealous,
Calm down.
jealous, weirdo, mentally ill, jealous, fuck.
Well, this guy did make like a 30 video saga on
And it's
this.
Sharmuta, Gabby. You remember her with the big fucking lips? Well, she got
Actually, I gotta change the title for this. I gotta change the title for this. Hold on. Just give me like a second. Give me 2 seconds. Me like a second. Oh fuck, that's me. Let me edit this. Let me edit this real quick. Okay, there we go. Should work. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's continue.
tired of all the bullshit too. She got tired of him. She got tired of having to peg him. Because, yeah, I spoke to his ex-wife, Valerie. And you know what she told me? She told me he loved to get pegged in the and who knows how he learned that in his past life?
Bruh.
But Gabby probably got tired of doing that. She got tired of Wes's bullshit, right? Even though she was getting paid. She got tired of this shit. She also got tired because the trolls were harassing her online. They were sending her messages, trying to even pay her to talk shit about Wes.
That's how far these weirdos actually go. They actually
I'll
try
pay you
to pay
talk shit about Wes.
ex-girlfriends or people that I know.
They actually try to get them to do anything they can to discredit me. They've offered $10,000 for a podcast. They do anything they can.
Well, she couldn't take it anymore. She left him early, and she even kept the money he paid her.
Are you guys detectives? I mean, whatever. But sometimes it just doesn't work out. That doesn't mean Gabby's probably the sweetest person. Like, I think she's funny.
Dude, the cope
She's got
is
the
unreal.
best energy.
Dude, he hired her off of like a website, and then like now he's just like coping about the fact that she left. This is crazy.
Literally the sweetest. I love her to death. She's so fucking awesome. But sometimes it just doesn't work out.
And try to
Sometimes
act
people
like
go
he
on different paths.
didn't hire
we
her.
absolutely never made it that far. Like, I mean, but she's a sweetheart. She's a great person. I'll never have anything bad to say about her, but it just didn't work.
But remember, Wes is an alpha man. But I didn't know that alpha men pay sharmutas to pretend to be their girlfriends. But I guess I didn't know that you had to do that to be a man. So I felt bad for all the things that he's going through, all the
Rest in peace, Cryptid. That's actually tragic.
hate online. Seems like he's very sad that his Sharmuta Gabby left him. So I said, since I took part in some of this stuff, I wanted to do him a good deed. So I went online on those sites and I found him a Sharmuta to see if she was interested in going and seeing him.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetie? How are
you? Bro. He's calling like an escort for him. That's crazy.
Good, baby. How are you?
Dude, this guy's like absolutely raping Wes Watson. It's insane.
Listen, I'm looking for a Sharmuta for Wes Watson. Do you know who that is?
I don't know, baby. I have no idea who that is.
What do you mean you don't know who that is? Everyone knows who Wes Watson is. He's famous, that asshole.
I'm Wes Watson. Everybody knows who I am.
Oh, what's your name?
Wes Watson.
Wow, that's amazing.
But listen, I need you for a whole month.
Oh, for a month. Oh my God, that's a long time.
Yeah, because listen, he wants people to think you're his girlfriend, and if you're only there for a day, it's not going to work. And I know his type, so I want to make sure I can find the exact one before I send her to his house. But listen, the most important thing, all right? Listen to me. Do you have the big fake ass, the round one?
Whoa.
Fake titties? And then most important,
bro.
You know those big fucking lips, the injected ones? Do you got those?
Yeah, I have a very beautiful big ass. Yeah, big lips, yes, I have that.
Perfect, baby. You're hired. Now, like I showed in the beginning, he's dealing with so much hate online. Reddit, they don't stop with him. Anytime he posts a story, they post it on Reddit, and he even reads it. He goes and looks at the Reddit forum, reads it, gets pissed, responds to them, and it keeps on going back and forth. And the purse, remember? I'm the one who teased him about that purse being a woman's purse, right? Not manly. Well, they even asked him about that, and he answered it. And you know what he says? Because, a purse is a thing that a woman carries. Men
Dude, the
don't
purse
do that.
again.
He's the
This is
alpha
like
man, right? So he tries to pretend and twist the whole story and turn it all around by saying it's manly for him to wear it. You know why? Because he carries cash, a lot of cash in there, and he carries weapons.
20 fucking grand in it and some other shit to protect the motherfucker in it. So if I got that bag on me, I'm supposedly not an alpha, but the whole thing is, why the fuck would you ever believe that the exchange would be going how it is?
And it got me thinking, can a felon even carry weapons around in a purse? But see how he's trying to twist it? He's trying to say it's manly because he has those things, money and a gun in there, or a knife, or who knows what weapon he has. Maybe mace. Mace is probably what he's got because women carry mace. But I'm glad now
Dude,
that I never went down there to see him after he challenged me, because I'm just picturing this in my head. Imagine he goes, let's step outside. I go outside and he's standing there with that purse, and he takes his little hands and he unzips the purse and pulls out a mace and sprays me. I thought you said You throw hands. I didn't know that you used some woman's weapons. And that's some bitch shit. He even goes on the C.T. Fletcher podcast, and the host was like, I've never seen anyone get this much hate. We were getting bombed because of the fact that we were bringing you on this show.
Well, speaking of people talking shit online, we have had a lot of people on this show. And when we post about somebody being on this show, we always get a little backlash of people talking shit. But nothing compared to what I saw a little while ago. This man posted that you were going to be on the show. Not only did the comment section went ballistic, but also the DMs went ballistic too. And people have a lot to say about you, sir. A lot of negative shit.
Hi, Captain C. What do you mean leave? Yeah, Mouse has to either get a new PC or fix his. Yeah.
And then others on YouTube, there's dozens and dozens of videos hating on Wes Watson on YouTube 24/7. And I've never seen anyone get this much hate online this fast. He really turned off a lot of people with this bullshit. And that brings me on my next subject, the timing of this all. Strength cartel, big titties, right? Why would he go? Because he signed with Strength Cartel. They're promoting some bullshit pre-workout, right? Why would Big Boy go and have Wes Watson?
Sligan's Gundam multiverse confirmed, eh? We'd be fucked? What do you mean? What do you mean by Gundam multiverse? No clue. Morales' last update was a computer guy came to his computer, so hopefully he gets it fixed soon. Is my take controversial, Sliga? Yeah, just don't use TOS words, like that one.
Watson, the most hated man online, rep his brand. Because Big Boy deals with enough shit on his own. Is it really a good idea to go bring on Wes Watson, the most hated man, and have him pimp your shit? Well, when you're a baby and you're not happy, and you're crying about something, and you go to your mama and she gives you her titty and you suck the milk and it makes you feel better.
What is this?
Well, Big Boy,
what is this analogy?
He's got the biggest titties of them all, and he gives it to Kali Muscle to help him feel better. He comes to his side, he comforts him, he does everything he can to make him feel better.
So why don't I get some breast milk? Ooh. Oh, you can't waste it. Okay, that's gold right there.
Get that breast milk, shit. Shit, get that breast milk, shit.
Got a little bitter saltiness to it.
Bitter softness to it.
Well, when he saw all this hate that Wes Watson's getting now, well, he had to run to Wes Watson and give him some titty milk to make the crying bitch feel better.
More thing off topic, man. Loyalty in this game is everything.
He's like absolutely owning
when you got a homeboy, you got a homie, and he's your boy, and you riding with him. You got to ride with them through the thick, through the thin, through the ups and the downs, through the haters, through not the haters, whatever it may be, man. You got to ride with your boy, man. Never switch up. Real friends have the same enemies, man. Think about that shit. Real friends have the same enemies. So which one are you going to be? Are you going to be a loyal motherfucker, or are you going to be the one that folds under pressure, just like all these other bitch boys, man? So make sure you guys are getting that money today. Fuck all you haters.
So like I've always said since the first video I made on this asshole, okay? He goes around trying to say and teach people how to be a man. But the things he does is all the opposite of being man. In fact, it's all feminine traits that he shows everybody. High-end fashion designer clothing, all color matched to look like a Barbie doll.
Hey, I know who you are. Come on, bro. The watch guy. Hey, what's going on, man? You know Wes Watson. I know you.
Oh yeah, Wes
Watson. Different watch for you, different Richard Mille.
Oh no way.
And I mean, it matches the Bugatti over there and the Lambo over there. So go over there and show them the cars,
I
bro.
already got the cars.
Carrying around purses, now we know, with women weapons inside. Crying like a bitch and needs his friends to come feed him some titty milk to make him feel better. Likes to get pegged. can't handle the criticism online. These are all feminine traits. And I don't know, to me, this ain't no alpha man.
Bro,
guys, thanks for watching.
Please
hit like on my
every fucking video, he's just owning them. There's like 30 videos. This is fucking awesome. Alright, we're down to Big Boy threatens my life over Wes Watson beef. Dude.
Don't press charges when when you get up or whatever it is, don't press charges on me.
Don't press
when
charges.
You gotta go to the hospital and you got them bills to pay because you chose to
so he's just
mouth off and get them up with me.
And if you think this message is for you, then it is for you. So I'll see you soon.
Alright, Titty Milkman, calm down. Can we watch Armored MMA later? Yes. Absolutely.
So in my last video, we had Wes Watson, the purse-wearing, mace-carrying, tattletale, pagan-loving piece of shit, crying like a bitch on camera because he couldn't handle the hate online.
Fuck. You just are fucked up mentally and jealous of this individual. So they're like, hey, but what is that? Is that a new girl?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much how you talk, Wes. That's pretty much.
So what form of mental illness is this where someone supposedly doesn't like you, but they spend every waking hour thinking about you, learning about you, and obsessing?
Dude, I literally just learned about you, bro. Calm down.
Jealous, weirdo, mentally ill, jealous, fuck.
And remember when that happened, we then had Big Boy, that pig, and he had to come and comfort him with those big titties like he does with everybody else because he felt bad seeing him go through all this hate. So now Big Boy, he's getting...
Would Big Boy happen to own a lowrider? Okay, dude, I gotta chill out.
Getting hate online for signing Wes.
But a funny video in suggestions. Let me take a look at this, champ. Let me take a look at this. Come on. No. Content suggestions. What is this?
Hey, what the fuck is up? My name is Lupe Moreno, and I'm in the fucking CIA.
What is this, bro? What is this, bro? Hey, Modelo time.
I make 6 figures to listen to Muslim guys.
I've got my cousin. Hey.
Alexis all day. I can't believe I got this fucking job. I filled out my application in a pink gel pen in the cafeteria of my community college where I was failing all my classes. And I got fucking mail all over it.
What
but the
is,
CIA didn't
what
give
is
a
this
shit.
AI
They
slop?
said I was an important voice and asked me how
slop?
soon I could start. I said, I don't want the job yet. I have 9 more weeks of unemployment. And they said, okay, and waited. I have 3 kids, but they do their own thing. When they're being fucking loud, I give them weed gummies and put an Oculus playing Euphoria on their head that put them to bed with a weighted blanket too heavy for them to lift. They fucking love that show.
They
I'm
fucking love that show,
and a
man.
para secret agent. The CIA told me I'm intersectional,
Oh, it's Aiden.
and I said, fuck you, I was born a girl. And they said, that's not what we mean. And I said, are you calling me stupid? And they said that was a teaching moment for them. I am confident in who I am. I am a chonga. I've had 7
I am a
abortions.
strong
I am
guy.
a wild bitch who has been diagnosed with Down syndrome.
What?
I caught it from this guy who bagged my groceries. He touched on my fucking
caught
food.
it Down
I'm not
syndrome
supposed to
from the
tell
guy
you
who
this,
was
but the
bagging your
Kremlin
groceries.
weaponized that shit. You can catch it in the fucking air now. You need to
The
wear masks around
Kremlin's
retarded
weaponized it?
I like my job, but sometimes I get sick of listening to fucking Abubakar Ramadan's Arabic phone calls
That's
because
actually
I don't
kinda funny.
fucking speak that shit. So I go to the bathroom and take a Suboxone and rub my pussy for
Okay,
an hour. No
alright.
joke. Last week, I hacked into this buller's living room Nest Cam, and his kid was watching Big Mouth, so I just sat there and watched 4 episodes with them.
No!
I can't believe I get paid
Not Big
110
Mouth.
grand to do this shit. Before I was an officer at CIA, I did collections for Blink Fitness and sold pills on Facebook Marketplace.
Pills on Facebook
Now I've called in drug
Marketplace.
strikes on 6 weddings. I am proud to be
Drug
crazy as fuck
strikes
and
on
do whatever
6
I want all the
weddings.
time.
That's a hell
Know
of a
your
streak.
worth. Command
They're
your
on a killing
space.
streak.
Miha, you're worth it.
Biha, you're worth it. CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but
Watson up the strength cartel, like I warned him would happen. But you know the funny part about it all is he can't handle it because he's crying like a little bitch online
bitch
now.
that's been diagnosed with Down syndrome. I caught it from the guy that was bagging my groceries. The gremlins weaponized that shit.
Hey, so check it out. All you haters out there, the way you guys talk on the internet, I guarantee you, you won't talk like that man to man. If you see me, keep that energy. All you fools out there that talk on the internet, all loud, you guys do not speak that way to me in person.
Modelo
Man.
time.
So, hey, my only request to you guys is, if you see me,
Honestly, homie,
in
we're not
person,
even trying to go there, dog.
you're talking that shit,
Yeah, dog,
keep
but
that
I
energy
just
with me,
respect
all right?
you.
Keep that energy. And if you think this message is for you,
We're not trying to take it there, dog.
then it is for you. So I'll see you soon.
Shit. Hold on. Yeah, I'll link it. I'll link it.
I'm 3 bills, and I like to throw hands. You know, I'm just saying it. So don't press charges when, you know, when you get fucked up or whatever
Abby
it
is
is.
so
You know,
mean.
don't
Ab
press
by
charges
you.
on me
Ab by you.
when you gotta go to the hospital and you got them bills to
I
pay
ab by
'cause you
you.
chose to mouth off and get them up with me. Don't press charges. That's the only thing I gotta say. If I take the L, I take the L. But when you take the L, which I know you will, whoever haters want to step up, don't press charges. That's the biggest thing.
Now everyone's making videos on Big Boy hating him online, just like they did Wes Watson. And we all thought, at least I thought, that Big Boy was a man and he's going to be able to handle it, especially with that beautiful speech he gave us.
One thing off topic, man. Loyalty in this game is everything. When you got a homeboy, you got
Dude,
a homie,
he looks like
and he's your boy, and you
he's
ride
wearing
with him,
power
you gotta
armor,
ride
I'm
with
telling
him
you.
through the thick, through the
Like-
thin,
like his
through the
little
ups
head
and
on
the
that big
downs,
body looks like a
through
space
the haters,
marine.
through not the haters, whatever it may be, man. You got to ride with your boy, man. Never switch up. Real friends have the same enemies, man. Think about that shit. Real friends have the same enemies. So which one are you going to be? Are you going to be a loyal motherfucker? Or are you going to be the one that folds under pressure, just like all these other bitch boys, man? So make sure you guys are getting that money today. Fuck all you haters.
But it turns out he can't. And now he's calling
this is
out
a certain
everybody on
archetype.
YouTube who
This
made
is a certain
videos about him.
Hey, so check it out. All you haters out there,
hey, all you
the way you
haters
guys
out
talk
there,
on the
man.
internet, I guarantee you, you won't talk like that man to man. If you see me, keep that energy. All you fools out there that talk on the internet, all loud, you guys do
He's
not
just
speak
feeding
that way
them.
to
He's
me
just
in person,
feeding the
man.
trolls.
So,
It's
hey,
like
my
they get
only
raped.
request to you guys is, if you see me in person and you're talking that shit, keep that energy with me, all right? Keep that energy. And if you think this message is for you, then it is for you. So I'll see you soon.
What?
So now all this crying.
See you soon,
that he's
pal.
doing online like a little bitch on YouTube, on Instagram, on live.
see you
He's
soon,
posting
buddy.
this shit everywhere, right? And remember, we're not men because we talk about another man. But he's doing the same
I'm a
thing,
man
and it's even worse
watching another man
because
talk
he's
about
sitting
another
there
man.
recording it and posting it
what I'm
online
doing.
like an asshole.
addressing the channel stocking shit, they're just talking about old stuff, you know, just old things that has happened over my time on social media the past 11 years.
Yeah, he got stung by like
All right,
10,000
fuck it, I'm
bees,
gonna
and that's why he's so
keep making
jacked.
videos on Big. I'm gonna keep making videos on Wes or Cali or whoever they hate on, man. There's so many people that get their names, you know, ran through the mud and they try to hate on, but
And all of this was his doing, like I spoke about in my last video, because he already had reputation problems to deal with.
The future is here. No pills, no needles. No liver stress. Superior absorption. Get hard.
Remember,
all right.
Rich Piana, when he sent his goons to his house to raid his house.
He said his goons. I like the way he says goons. All right.
Piana, when he sent his goons to his house to raid his house, to rob his house, to bust down all the doors.
Damn, what the fuck?
The walls, put holes in them, right? And then he took his poor nephew. He was watching his dog in his house. He took his nephew and tied him up in the chair.
What?
Then we had Pitbull, your right-hand man, the man that helped build your channel, right?
What?
And he left you. Why? Because you were paying him pennies and he wasn't happy about it. In fact, he just commented on Bubba's
Well, this
channel.
was a lore drop
And
about
I'm going to
Big
read
Boy.
you what he said.
I wasn't thinking.
I'm glad when people talk about me, it's all positive. That's what's up. I left because I was tired of being broke. I was the only athlete getting paid monthly, and it was only $250 a month. Second year,
$250 a month,
$500. Third year,
dude, that's
$750.
fucking
Fourth year,
terrible.
$750. I was never in it for the money. I was just doing what I love. Crazy how he took so much advantage of me. He wanted me to sell merchandise under him and make programs so he could get a percentage, and two other people that run Strength Cartel's back end. I started my brand all by myself out of my uncle's house, making $30,000 a month right out of the bat. It was the best life decision I've ever made. I've never made a video talking why I left because I didn't want to react of emotion like he did. I didn't have a logo or a name at the time. I just had to put new merch coming soon in my bio of a YouTube video. It was a free
30K
shout
a
out,
month.
though I
Not
gained so
bad.
many followers from him making that video. Then we have Big Wicked.
Big
Rest
Wicked.
in peace.
Oh, rest in peace.
He stopped filming with you. He didn't want to film videos with you towards the end of his life because I spoke to people very close to him and they said you weren't paying him anything but supplements here and there, but he wasn't getting paid anything.
10 grand
and
a
he
year.
helped
He's
build
up.
your brand.
True.
Then the poor guy, he gets murdered. You donate $500 to his funeral. You're running around in a Lamborghini. And then you got hate for that. So this is all hate that you brought upon yourself. So you were already dealing with hate online before you decided to sign Wes Watson, and even Kali Muscle, you signed him to Strength Cartel. And these two guys, they're the most hated guys online. So you sign these two guys, right? And then you cry and you get mad about all the hate you're getting and us making
Turkish
videos
Thomas,
about
new
it.
video.
everyone that hit me in
Yes. Yeah, there is actually. There is. What, I forgot what it was about. What was it about again? Fuck. Hold on, let me check. Let me check. And there's a new Toastify video. Oh, yep, Fallen Chungus. I might look into that. I might look at it if I have time today.
the DMs, having my back and telling me to fuck the haters and not even worry about that shit, especially to the ones that talk shit on the internet, that have my number, that know where I'm at, and still never say shit to my face. Fuck them. So, hey, you guys are right. Everyone in the DMs.
Why would you
everyone
want them
that
to come
showed
to
me
you?
some
That's
love right
a
now
terrible
and
idea.
said,
You're
"You
just
know
like
what?
inviting them.
Keep on the grind. Keep doing your thing big. And more success is the best revenge, baby. So that's what we're going to keep doing. So I love you guys, all my supporters and everyone that has my back. I love you guys. And to the haters, hey, you know what? Love you too.
But listen, I don't really want to know what all three of you guys got going on behind the scenes, right? I don't want to know about the fun you guys do.
The fuck?
But we already know, Wes Watson, he loves being pegged. Kali Muscle.
No.
Don't look up Chuck Basher on Google, right? That tells you all
See the
about
fucking
him.
music.
And then you,
He
Big
gets
Boy.
pegged.
We know when they need you, you come around to comfort them. You give them a titty each. So we understand you care about them behind the scenes. But I don't think it was a good idea because look at all this hate you're getting online because of it. And I said many times on this channel, every time I have to do a video on one of you guys, if you didn't do stupid shit, unethical shit, right? There would be no videos to be made. But you guys gotta understand, you're public figures, so channels like me, other channels, when you guys do things like this, we're gonna make videos about it. So if you don't want videos being made about you,
hell yeah, John
don't
Bravo,
do
you tell him.
stupid shit. But what always happens here, okay, in every case,
I go to my memes, it's 9 seconds. Alright, it's 9 seconds. Just put you. Okay. How is this me? Let me see.
Just let me check my schedule.
What?
You know
the
what?
fuck is this?
I can move some stuff around.
American Dad is it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
is the money starts drying up, you guys get desperate, and you do stupid shit again.
Oh, it's already time for the next one? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, this is like an entire saga. Five months. Yo. Wes Watson's business is failing and his days are numbered. Yo, he's just... Dude, he's just A-logging and just destroying this guy, like, every video. Big boy sends Hitman after Mack truck to take his life. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Wes Watson used a weapon to assault gym member in missing footage. What the fuck is... Dude, this story just gets crazier and crazier.
I took control, went solo, and built my own online knife empire. I loved being a chef, but working in someone else's kitchen just wasn't cutting it for me.
Fuck your kitchen. Fuck you.
So
This had to hit his business hard. He's even doing a sale on all his programs now because I've been hearing he hasn't been able to sell because of all this heat online like he used to.
He's okay. He didn't have money
Ooh,
for
he's
rent.
losing
He did
money.
not pay for bills. He lived with her, and he lived with her two other friends that lived there before him, and then he had to move in with his girl because he didn't have money.
Iron Mag Labs.
So it looks like Wes Watson, the most hated man on the internet, the man that loves to get pegged, and the biggest piece of shit. He's crying harder than last time, again, because people are making videos about him, but it's even worse because some of the biggest
Penguin,
creators in
no.
the world are joining in
No.
and roasting the shit out of this asshole. And all this heat is getting harder, starting to bring his scammy business down.
Since when did these video game playing
Wes Watson has become a full-blown special grade lol cow over the last few months.
comic book collecting, action figure shelf having, long-haired?
And I have been tuned into the soap opera. I check in on the lore with Wes Watson every couple weeks.
45-year-old virgins start to speak down on studs.
So I watch his newest rants,
This guy
and I
really
also watch
likes
content
studs.
creators that cover him like Too Lazy to Try or John
And
Bravo.
Big Boy's
Do
titty
you
belt.
coach under an LLC? Look at that. Whoa!
There's no way before this suit. Would you fight to have your money be exchanged for time still? That's how fucking you know stupid.
John Bravo Films.
So as we know, Wes Watson loves going after people that he thinks are less than him or are nerdy. Remember what he did on stage with Andrew Wilson, attacking the shit out of him, but he didn't know he was a millionaire? Well, now he's going after Moist Critical, one of the biggest creators on YouTube, who made a video about him and roasted the shit out of him.
So Wes Watson is your generic ChatGPT AI spit out life coach, where he doesn't actually do anything. He just asks people to give him money and he tells them that they're going to be successful for doing it. That's his whole life. He just takes money from people and buys cars with it and then yells in his cars about why he needs more money to teach more people to become millionaires. He has a whole channel dedicated to
poop fart shit. I'm Moist Critical. Poop fart shit. Special grade retard.
just whining to his followers about giving him money, how he needs more money. He is literally just a dominatrix that desperate dudes will pay and think that somehow they're going to make money from it or he's going to impart wisdom on them. Meanwhile, Wes doesn't actually have a business. His business is looking for pay piggies that will pay him under the ruse that he's going to give them life advice, but he openly mocks them for doing it too. It's this like crazy cycle.
The thing is, he didn't realize Moist Critical gets more views in 10 minutes than this asshole gets the entire month on YouTube. And before I play this clip, right, of what he said, remember in my last video I made this beautiful rhyme? It could have been a rap song about Wes Watson. Well, he must be the biggest fan of me because he's trying to come up with his own rhyme now, this piece of shit.
Hey, you guys, I missed it. I don't know when this happened, but I missed when this started taking place. Since when did these video game
Dude,
playing,
he sounds so confused.
comic book collecting, action figure shelf having, long-haired, 45-year-old virgins start to speak down on studs who are jacked and roll motherfucking hypercars around Miami and live in mansions? I'm not understanding when this took place. Do they just have such a group where they're the king of the nerds and all their nerds rally and they're like,
dude, he's
hey,
so
man,
stereotypical.
It's so not cool to be jacked. Dope fucking action figure case, John. Hey, how's your comic book collection going? You sure killed it at that Call of Duty competition. What the fuck? We live in Backwardsville. Whoa, dude, what the fuck?
But now, I've got even a better one for this big titty milk sucking, pagan asshole having, big boy loving, sharmuta paying piece of shit asshole. In fact, he loves being a sharmuta so much, he was the biggest sharmuta in all of prison. He comes out, and now he's in a prison gang with Kali Muscle and Big Boy, right? So I decided I want to do him a good deed. And I made these t-shirts called Sharmuta Cartel, and they're for sale right now. Link is in the comments, and supplies are limited. So I think it's a good thing we show them all how much we support their cartel. But this is the thing. Like I said, he loves to bully people, right? But he's going after people that are way more successful than him.
Most relevant question on earth. Find me one of these gamers. Just find me one where their gaming avatar looks anything like them.
What?
I bet their gaming avatar looks...
Yeah, when I play as Kratos, I like start looking like Kratos IRL, bro. Dude, this guy's so fucking retarded.
more like a superhero or is jacked. I'd imagine. I'll put my money on it. Find me one of these gamers whose avatar actually resembles them.
Andrew Wilson is a real millionaire. And Moist Critical, he gets over 150 million views a month on YouTube. Do you know how much money that is? He can afford to buy a McLaren every month if he wanted to, but he probably doesn't. You know why? Because he doesn't need to buy shit and show it off to people to make him feel better about himself. And this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with loving beautiful things in life. I love beautiful things. You work hard, you earn it, right? You enjoy it. But there's a difference between buying things because you love them or buying things because you want to show them off to people. And the reason why people do that is because they're missing something inside themselves, and they do this to make themselves feel better. You can be rich and be humble. Or you can be rich and be an asshole like this guy is perceived at because of what he does on the internet, and that's why he's the most hated guy on the internet. There's also another reason why people love to show off flashy things to others, and those are the people that don't actually have it. I'm going to tell you a quick story here. When I lived in Scottsdale, right, there's these guys making a good salary, $40,000, $50,000 a year. That's average in this country, right? Even though now, with all these days, you can't really live on that money. You used to be able to. Anyway, these guys, they go around and they find a really, really high-end luxury condo, and they get together with 5 to 7 of their friends. They split the rent, so it's only a few $100s each. And then you know what they do? They go out and they get a Lamborghini. They pay $3,000 a month payment on the Lamborghini so they can go around town and flash and pretend they're rich when they really don't have a pot to piss in. So now back to Wes Watson. Before prison,
fake rich,
this asshole likes to go on interviews saying he was this big baller weed dealer driving around in Escalades with 22, 23-inch rims, right? Which I don't even think they made 23-inch back then. But he goes around trying to say he was a millionaire back then before he even went to prison. But the fact is, he was a bum. He used to sleep on people's couches and run around town to pretend he was rich. Jesse on Fire, shout out to him. He just made a video exposing this because his wife was friends with girls that dated him.
But here's what I know. He lived with Gabrielle's friend prior to going to jail. I think it was maybe 18 months to 2 years before he went to jail. So clearly, well after he said he was driving Lamborghini doors and making 80 grand every 10 days. Okay. He didn't have money for rent. He did not pay for bills. He lived with her, and he lived with her 2 other friends that lived there before him. And then he had to move in with his girl because he didn't have money. And the 2 other girls hated him so much that they moved out. They're like, I didn't sign up to live with your dude who's totally crazy and is not contributing to bills. And so they left. Okay, so he ended up living with Gabrielle's friend. He didn't have money for bills. That is why he moved in with her. And that is it's just true, man. That is something that happened. I know this for 100% sure.
So you pretended to be rich, but in the meantime, you were really a fucking bum. Real successful and rich people.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward. With pure power unleashed.
Don't care.
They're humble, like I said before, and the reason why is because they don't need to show off these things to people because they're confident in who they are as a person. And now we're going to get to some good stuff. You guys remember the big-time Sharmuta Gabby that he was paying monthly for? Right? I tried to find him a replacement, but she didn't want to go and deal with this fucking asshole. Remember her? Well, after she got sick of his shit and left, he goes after her. All those fancy Gucci things he was buying her, the watches, the purses to match his, whatever he was buying her, right? He wants it all back. He's telling her, give me all the shit I gave you back. And she posted it on Instagram. Maybe he needs the money now. Maybe he's that same guy before prison and tries to go around and show he's rich, but maybe it's hard times now. Maybe he needs the money. That's why he wants all the shit back from her. So this brings me to the most important part of this video. Was this whole going around thing, flashing that you're rich and successful, living beyond your means, right? Was this all for a show, just like you were doing before you went in prison, because you knew your business model depends on showing all these things? You want people to think you're worth more than you really are? We know this fool. He had to make millions of dollars selling all these bullshit programs to people, naive people who thought they're going to get rich and successful like him. So we know he had to make money. But this is the thing. To keep up with that lifestyle he's living, it ain't cheap. And he had to piss away a lot of money to keep this image going for social media and to sell.
Dude, what the fuck is happening My shit. Ooh, this is not looking good. Might lose internet. I might. Hopefully I don't.
Sell future things, right? But now, all these videos we've been making, big names on the internet making videos about him, we know this had to hit his business hard. He's even doing a sale on all his programs now because I've been hearing.
Dude, he got destroyed publicly so hard he had to lower his prices because nobody wants to buy the scam.
He hasn't been able to
Unfortunate times.
sell because of all this heat online like he used to. So I want you guys to think about something. All that money he pissed away trying to keep up this image, and he still has to maintain this all the time, right? His heat online, all these people making videos, big names, making videos tarnishing his image. What's going to happen when he can't keep up this image anymore? He's going to go broke. So let me close with asking you a question, Wes. Do you have much money left? Or did you piss it away on renting fancy homes, cars, jewelry, paying sharmutas for their time, pretending they're your girlfriends? Did you piss all this money away? Do you have much money left? The reason why I say this is because I'm hearing